What is up, YouTube? It is the Ville Outdoors here. Today is December 2nd of 2024. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving and enjoyed time with your friends or family or whoever you may celebrate with. Now, I did not shoot a video last week, but I did go fishing last week. I was fishing with a buddy of mine, so I did not record. I figured if he was taking the time out of his day to fish with me, I would not have my face involved in the camera the whole time. So I took a drive up to North Jersey, met my friend there, and we did some fishing early in the morning for some landlocked Atlantic salmon. I left my house just before 4 so I could get there in time, 4 in the morning that is. And I ended up catching 2 landlocked Atlantic salmon. That was species number 195 for my life list. And then from there, drove east in search of my first ever northern pike, and my friend helped me land my first ever northern pike. So I'll include some pictures here and some clips from a release for you guys. That was an awesome day of fishing. Very happy to land those 2 species. Yes! Today we are here in Pennsylvania, not New Jersey, and we are going to be searching for some trout, particularly wild brown trout. I don't know if we'll be able to find some today, but hopefully we will. Oh, I may have just had a bite. May have just had a bite on the first cast. Either that or a rock. Who knows? We'll see. Last time I was here, I only managed to catch 1 fish. That has to be a rock, right? No way I got another bite like that. Yeah, last time I was here was in October, and I only managed to catch 1 fish, or 1 trout, the whole time. But I did catch a bunch of fall fish and creek chubs the last couple of times I've been here, but today we were after trout. I saw some big ones last time I was here. I just couldn't capitalize on all of them. I did catch 1 nice one, but that was it. Starting off with the trout magnet, we have our Ugly Stik Elite 6-foot medium light rod. We have Leland's S.O.S trout line on there. This is 2-pound test, so ultra light stuff. That had to have been a fish because I'm casting in the same spots and not getting caught up anymore. Clarity is good, so I can see in the water fairly easily. Hopefully that doesn't hurt us and ends up helping us. I think as long as I can keep my hands thawed, we'll end up catching a fish today. Hopefully a trout. Give us a few more casts and head on over to the next hole. Don't want to waste too much time because we only have about 3.5 hours till the sun sets. I'm off to a later start today because it was going to be in the 20s this morning. I'd much rather fish in the 30s than the 20s. The high is only 38 degrees today, so quite chilly, but we're going to hope it pays off. Alright, I can usually spot a fish or 2 in this hole. Water is super clear, but let's see if I can get any looks. This is 2-pound line, so that won't hold. Let's see if this hole has any juice in it. I haven't caught one from this hole yet, in the times I fished it.
There's a fish. What do we got?
Is it a trout? Yes, it is. Get him in the net. All right, he's in the net, but my line's wrapped around the camera.
All right, give him some water.
All right. All right, we're situated. Let some line out here. Now I can properly handle our fish. There he is. Little brown trout on the gulp minnow, actually. Take a shot of this guy and then we're gonna let him go. Alright guys, last look at our little brown trout. Just gonna go back in the water. He's good to go. Came right out from this hole here. We got some current running under this tree here. Just jigging along the bottom. Bam. Let's see if there's another fish in here. And that is what that fish came on there. A little Berkeley Gulp 1-inch minnow. This is the smelt color. And I have on there a 1/64 ounce trout magnet jig head. I haven't used this lure at this particular creek before, so I was going to try it out, see how it did. Pretty natural representation of the forage here that these trout might feed on. So during the cooler months of the year, we got some shiners and stuff who aren't moving too well, pretty lethargic. Might look like an easy meal for a waiting trout. So that's what we're trying to imitate here. My hand's going to be freezing from wetting my hand for that fish, but it's important to make sure these trout are released healthy. And if you handle the trout with bare hands, you risk taking too much of their slime coating off, which protects them. So that's why we wet our hands even in freezing temperatures like this. I'm sure we're going to regret that, but it is what it is. Don't see any fish in here. I think we'll carefully walk across to the other side. They look like there'd be a fish right there. Too much current. During the winter, the fish will avoid the current a little more just because they don't want to waste too much energy. There's little slack pools right beside the current that the fish will wait by to jump out at any food passing by. And that's kind of what we're looking for. That and structure, because the structure will hold in heat. The fish will like the heat in the cold winter months. This is a dangerous game playing around the structure. The fish. Take the high road up here. See if there's any fish in here. Last time the only fish I caught out of here was a fall fish. More difficult for me to make accurate casts when my hands are half frozen. I'm missing my marks. Spotted some fish. I don't know if they're all trout or not. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Get out of there. You kidding me? I thought this creek would be sheltered from the wind a little more since it's kind of sat down in a valley, but it's rippling the surface pretty good, which you might be able to tell from the camera. It's making it a little bit difficult to sight fish. Every time I cast, I'm casting into trees because my hands are cold. My release point isn't right. It's not a great fishing session. Thankfully, we're not getting skunked, but you know, things could definitely be going better. Now this lure is caught. Oh, I just had one smash it. Dang it. You could see the flash of the trout in the water. He took the tail off too. I wonder if he'll come back for it, or if he learned his lesson. Well, it's definitely not coming back. Alright, let's try this again. I just broke off for like the third or fourth time. I don't even know anymore. I have the Berkeley Gold 1-inch minnow tied back on. I'm losing hope. I'm making terrible casts. Hands are freezing. It's only 38 degrees and I fished in colder than this before, so I don't know why it's such a difficulty today, but I don't know, I'm just not having a good time today. Alright, this is where I missed a bite earlier this afternoon. Oh, he's still here. He's still here. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Get in the net. There we go. Fish in the net. Let's let some line out so we can handle them. Oh, perfect. Hook popped out. Love when they unhook themselves. There he is, guys. Beautiful little brown trout. Our second one of the day. We're gonna wet our hands and handle this guy. Take a shot and we're gonna let him go. Here's our little brown trout. He doesn't want to cooperate much longer for us, so we're gonna let him go back. That little guy messed with me earlier. I casted right in this pocket here, brought it out into the current a little bit, and he choked it. Well, not really, because he spit out the hook in the net, but that was probably the same fish that slammed me earlier and I missed him. But I got him that time. All in the gulp. 1-inch minnow once more. Oof. After wetting my hand for that fish, it's definitely freezing now. I had just gotten to the point where my hand was warming up after going a while without sticking my hand in the water, but that fish catch just reversed that. I'm back to frozen hand now. That's all right though. We caught 2 fish, which is better than we did last time. I'm on my way back now to the car. Only got about an hour till the sun sets. So we're gonna hit some of the holes that we failed to catch fish out of on the way up and see if we can find anything the second time through. Doesn't seem to be anything in this one though. So we're gonna cross the creek and continue our trek. Whew. So, there's a real tiny one that we spooked. Oh well. Now we gotta get up here, avoid the thorn bushes. Ugh. Now hop over the tree. Ouch. There we go. Walk through the thorn bushes and down the creek we go. Hopefully on our way to another fish. We will see. I don't know if you can see him from here, but there's a blue heron right on that rock out there. Somewhere in there. Hard to see from the camera, I bet, especially when he's blending into the background. It's all gray, a little grayish blue. And there he goes, flying away. Well, he was by the spot I started at, so maybe that means we'll have some fish in here now. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for today. The sun is starting to get lower and lower, and in just a half hour, it'll be setting. So we're going to get out of here before it gets too dark. We only ended with 2 fish, which is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if I could get a little more than that, or at least a little bit better size to the fish, but just wasn't in the cards today. I didn't think things were going to go great today just because I'm off to a later start, which isn't what I usually do. Usually I'm up at the crack of dawn fishing, but I didn't start fishing until about 1 p.m. today. So all things considered, could have gone a lot worse. We could have got skunked and caught 0 fish and there would have been no video whatsoever. So just gonna be thankful for the 2 fish that I got today, the 2 wild brown trout, excuse me. They came on, I took it off, but there was a gulp alive minnow on here, and that's what I was using. It was the smelt color, 1 inch, and with that trout magnet jig head, I was just jigging along the base of the pools here, base of the riffles, see if I can get any trout to bite. We ended with those 2. I missed a bite from a third, but we're not going to talk about that. So things could have gone along a lot better. I could be out here for a little bit longer and continue fishing down, but my hands are pretty cold. They're starting to turn a little purple. So I'm gonna get home, get warmed up before we freeze out here. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of the Ville Outdoors.